This is the perfect venue for summer hide and seek. 11 players will be in this 100,000 square meter water park, competing in a battle of wits hide and seek contest. The winner will not only receive $100,000 in prize money, but also get a date with Natasha. The hiding time for this round is only 30 minutes, but the seeking time is unlimited, until only the last player remains. If the hunter can't find them within 30 minutes at the end, the game is over. As the game begins, 11 players start looking for their hiding spots. Player 1, Natasha, initially planned to hide inside the swimming pool. Unfortunately, her lungs weren't good enough, so she gave up. She then chose a kayak nearby, asking Boris to help hide her inside. Player 2, Boris, liked Natasha from the start. He boasted immediately that he would win the championship. To give Natasha a romantic date, after helping Natasha hide, he hid inside a large hole within a warrior statue. Player 3, Dmitry, swam directly to the rockery in the middle of the pool. Unexpectedly, Yuri had already taken that spot. He had to return to the bathhouse and found a bench, hiding underneath it. Player 4, Ivan, wanted to hide in the ceiling, but his jump broke the fire hydrant. If he doesn't win the championship, he might lose money playing this game. Finally, he chose to hide in the women's showroom, climbing on top of the lockers. He felt the hunter would be too embarrassed to check inside and wouldn't search carefully. Player 5, Svetlana, went to a utility room, climbing to the top of a shelf. She then used a plastic bag to cover herself. Player 6, Katya, kept it simpler. She chose a metal bench, found a cloth, and hid underneath the bench, asking Olga to help cover her with the cloth. Player 7, Sergey, had the same idea as Dmitry. He also chose a wooden bench in the bathhouse and hid underneath it. Player 8, Olga, also went to the utility store and crawled under a bridge. However, she was too tall and her feet stuck out. Finally, looking around, she hid behind a curtain. As for Igor and Vladimir, we will search for them together with the hunter. Take a bold guess. Who will win the final championship? Night falls. The sexy hunter makes a grand entrance. As soon as he arrives, he starts searching from the sauna room. Sticking his sexy butt out, he checked around under the wooden benches, but didn't see a shadow. He then turned and walked into the adjacent bathhouse. Little did he know, Dmitry was hiding under a wooden bench in the back room. I've been sleeping ... Dmitry was unfortunately the first to be eliminated. Watching Dmitry get caught across from him, Sergey was scared out of his wits, hesitating whether to change spots. Luckily, the hunter didn't search in his direction. However, the hunter found the fire hydrant broken by Ivan. But this misled the hunter. He thought someone used the hydrant to climb into the ceiling. He started focusing on checking the ceiling. Luckily, Ivan had ultimately abandoned this spot. After checking with no luck, the hunter returned to the bathhouse. He circled back to the previous area. Unfortunately, Sergey was also found. Dmitry hiding under the bench, and Sergey handed over a double kill. After checking several rooms with no result, the hunter aimed for the building in the middle of the pool. Sadly, our Boris was eliminated, losing the chance to date Natasha. After checking a few corners and finding no one, the hunter returned to the shore. He nearly got into a fight with his colleague, causing Boris to lose his mind. The hunter waved his fist and scared Boris away, then continued the search. Soon, the cloth-covered bench on the shore caught his attention. Katya was also tragically eliminated. Then the hunter went to the changing room. First, he looked at the ceiling above. Realizing he couldn't get up there, he continued searching. Unexpectedly, Love was waiting around the corner. He ran right into Ivan coming down. But Ivan was a bit shameless. He revealed all the hiding spots he knew, directly to the hunter. Following Ivan's instructions, the hunter went straight to Svetlana's utility room. Without suspense, Svetlana was eliminated. Then the hunter went to the rockery. Just climbing down, he saw Yuri inside. At this point, 2 hours had passed. Natasha was bored scrolling on her phone. Unexpectedly, the hunter walked straight towards her position. This made Natasha furious. Luckily, Ivan only knew 3 locations. Only Olga, Igor, and Vladimir remained on the field. Without Ivan's help, the hunter had to rely on himself to search. Soon he arrived at the second-floor bar, which was where Olga was hiding. The dark bar looked like a perfect hiding spot. Unfortunately, the hunter searched for a long time without seeing anyone. He had to leave in disappointment. Then the hunter noticed footprints on the floor. Following the footprints, he found Olga, hiding behind the curtain. It was snowing heavily outside. Olga was leaning against the wall in short sleeves. Didn't she know it's cold? 6 hours had passed. The captured players were eating takeout, making the hunter drool. Helpless, he continued to search. After another big round, the hunter came to the toilets. He met Vladimir right behind a door. Now only Igor remained on the field. The hunter must find Igor within 30 minutes. However, after another round, he still couldn't find Igor. Even the other players didn't know where Igor went. They only knew he was inside a hole. Unfortunately, until time ran out, the hunter still hadn't found Igor. Now let's follow Boris's perspective to see where Igor was actually hiding. Oh my, I couldn't find him, but I was completely fooled, oh my god. Igor successfully won the prize money and the chance to date Natasha. Did you guess the ending? If you were hiding, where would you choose? Finally, please leave your likes and follow.